Good morning. My name is Jana Williams, and today we are doing a workshop on should I get a flu shot? So we're going to spend the next 7 to 10 minutes talking about the importance of getting a flu shot. Did you know the flu vaccine helps to keep you from getting sick with the flu? The flu vaccine is life-saving for children. Did you know the flu vaccine can help protect women during and after their pregnancy? And the flu vaccine reduces flu-related hospitalizations. Throughout the remainder of this discussion, we are going to talk about these 4 points. So hang tight. Okay, moving on. Then the flu vaccine helps to keep you from getting sick with the flu. Okay, so during the 2016-2017 flu season, it is estimated that the flu shot prevented at least 5.3 million cases of the flu. And it also prevented an estimated 2.6 million flu illness medical visits. And it also prevented at least 85,000 hospitalizations. And it is estimated that in this flu season, the flu vaccine reduced your chances of having to go to the doctor with flu-related symptoms by at least 40 to 60%. Okay, so the question is, why, with all of this data, these facts, why are you still questioning, should I get a flu shot? The flu vaccine is life-saving in children. I am a mom of 5 children, and I question anyone who doesn't follow these guidelines. I think it is dangerous, and as a mother, I don't appreciate sending my kids out into the world with people that disregard this information. The facts are, it is safe for children. Less than 1% of parents sought medical advice for flu shot reactions. And I know that this is a big question for a lot of parents. Are vaccines safe? And the data is clear. Yes, it is safe. If only 1% of parents that had their children get a flu shot, only 1% of them sought advice after that for maybe a reaction they had, then I would say that's pretty safe. A CDC study done in 2017 showed that the flu vaccination in children can significantly reduce their risk of dying. Okay, once again, why would you not follow this advice? Yeah, I don't want my children to die, and if there's anything out there that can help them reduce their risk of any sort of complication in this life, yes, I'm going to take advantage of that. 27% of children under the age of 5 that were diagnosed with the flu were hospitalized. Okay, so if your child does come down with the flu, they still have a 27% chance that they're going to wind up in the hospital. It's so scary. So protect them. And then the numbers are horrible. And for example, in Washington State, only 15% of the children under the age of 5 were vaccinated. That's unacceptable to me. The flu vaccine protects pregnant women during and after pregnancy. This is actually very close to my heart because when I was pregnant with my twins, I had a very serious scare. And ever since then, I have been a huge proponent of everyone getting a flu shot, but especially pregnant women. Because when I was pregnant with my twins, I came down with the flu, the actual influenza. And it just so happens that I was under the impression that it was unsafe for me to get a flu vaccine while I was pregnant. I was admitted to the hospital, and the first question that they asked me was, did you receive your flu shot? And I said, well, no, I didn't think it was safe. And they looked at me with disappointment because they knew that it could be a little bit serious for me. I was pregnant, not just with one baby, but with 2. And my chances of flu-related symptoms going badly were pretty high. So ever since I was so sick with this, I have just been a proponent of everyone get your flu shot, especially pregnant women. And here are the facts. Flu vaccination given while pregnant reduces acute respiratory infections in women by half. It reduces hospitalizations from flu-related symptoms by almost half, 40%. Flu vaccination also protects your unborn baby. The mom actually passes antibodies to the baby during the pregnancy, and because babies aren't allowed to receive the vaccine until at least 6 months of age, studies have shown that moms who get the vaccination, it protects their baby several months after birth. So flu vaccination reduces flu-related hospitalizations. The flu causes more than 200,000 hospitalizations across the U.S. each year. An estimated 49,000 people die each year in the U.S. from flu-related complications. Symptoms of the flu include fever, cough, sore throat, runny or stuffy nose, chills, muscle and body aches, headaches, and fatigue. If you've ever been in this situation, you will know it can get bad pretty fast. So just get your flu shot. There are a lot of facts and misconceptions out there. So I wanted to run through a few of those. A myth is that the flu shot can actually give you the flu. That's not true. Not true at all. It is not a live virus that they're actually putting in your body. It is, however, proven that it doesn't take effect for at least 2 weeks. And so they want you to get your flu shot as soon as possible because it still, once you get your shot, it still takes 2 weeks for it to be effective. Here's a fact. If I get a flu shot but still contract the illness, having the flu shot will decrease the severity of the illness. This is true. It is still possible to get the flu even if you've had a flu shot. They do their best to predict the strain. It's all very scientific, but sometimes they do get it a little bit wrong. However, the facts are clear that even if you get the flu shot, it will decrease the severity of the illness. Here's another myth. It is better to get the flu shot or to get the flu rather than risk the complications of a flu shot. False. It is not better to get the flu ever. Complications from the flu far outweigh any complication you could get from the flu shot. It is proven safe. Fact. People should get a flu shot as soon as they are available because it takes 2 weeks for it to be effective. I have actually just gone over this. That is true. Get your flu shot as soon as it's available. It's usually around early October, but the peak flu season is usually December to January, but it can peak and get bad earlier than that, November, even into October, and it can last even into March, April. So get it as soon as you can. Myth. The flu shot doesn't even prevent against the flu. What? No, that's wrong. That is exactly what it prevents against. Fact. The flu is a serious illness. I have experienced how serious this illness is. I have never been sicker in my entire life, and I will do anything to not be that sick again. It was horrible. And the thought of my babies suffering like that is just unbearable. Myth. The stomach flu and the influenza are the same thing. This is wrong. This drives my husband a little bit crazy. He is a doctor, and I'll say, oh, the kids have the flu, the stomach flu. And he's like, oh, that's not anything. That doesn't even make sense. It's not the stomach flu. So anyways, he prefers correct terms. But anyways, they are not the same. The influenza is way different than your 24-hour stomach flu that people call it. Okay, so we need to go over who is considered high risk. High risk means anyone that is at increased risk for serious complications from getting the flu. This includes older adults, young children, usually 5 and younger, people with certain medical conditions, and yes, pregnant women. So here's the final question. Should I get a flu shot? Let's answer these questions. Are you human? Yes. Do you interact with others? Yes. Are you older than 6 months of age? Yes. If you answered yes to any of these questions, then the answer is yes, get a flu shot.